Welcome to the Soul of Innovation podcast. I am Thomas Anglero. Let me ask you, are you emotionally compromised? I'll say that a little slower. Are you emotionally compromised? Are you in a situation or have a thought or a feeling that is so overwhelming that your emotions betray who you normally are, what you normally think, your intellectual capabilities, they just don't work. They're the person that you think you are, that the whole world has known, the persona that you created that everybody should see and you're so proud of. You're emotionally so distraught that is compromised what you once thought you were. Do you have a thought? Do you have something in your life that if you dare open that door and think about it, you dare deal with it, you become emotionally compromised? I do. And I'm emotionally compromised right now. And I really thought that I was strong enough to handle anything that was thrown my way, but someone I love more than I love myself truly, is very sick and has completely compromised me emotionally. And I could tell you firsthand that it has nothing to do with how smart you are and where you are and anything. Nothing matters when you're emotionally compromised. And I started thinking, I should do this podcast because, again, I can't be the only one who has been or who's currently or will soon be emotionally compromised. Do you have something in your past? Do you have something right now that you know if you thought about it or if you dealt with it, it would destroy you? It hurts too much to deal with it. Is this something you did you don't want anybody to know? Something you said to someone? I could tell you being emotionally compromised. What do I have to tell you? I guarantee you, everyone out there, except for maybe some of you young ones who are trying to understand what I'm saying. What I'm saying to you young ones is that life is hard sometimes. And when it's hard, it's okay that it's hard. Because in those moments that is hard is when you grow, young one. Something devastating may happen, but let me tell you a secret. When your soul is ripped apart, I promise you things will get better. That is the one way I'm dealing with what I'm dealing with. That's the one way all of us, and I'm just reminding every single one of you, not just reminding you, but I'm telling you, I'm teaching you that for every horrible, torrid situation that you're in or have experienced, the next day gets better. It always gets better. If you don't deal with it though, if you try to bury something, if you try to ignore this terrible thing, I tell you this, it won't get better. See, when we take events that hurt us tremendously, and those, what I mean by hurt can be emotionally, intellectually, and I damn well am seriously talking about physically, when someone physically hurts you. When you are hurt, and you don't deal with that, and you bury that, You bury that emotion, you bury that memory. It starts eating you alive. It's aged your cells. Your cells no longer work the way it's supposed to. Your organs start slowing down and don't function as well as they should. Your immune system becomes compromised and you become susceptible to different things. Yeah. Are you emotionally compromised? Have you been emotionally compromised? I want you to deal with this. Not that it's not that because I'm emotionally compromised, I want you to be emotionally compromised. That's sick. What I'm learning from this is that dealing with it head on, letting the sorrow overcome me, is, I think, the cleanest way of going through this. I've done the distraction game. I've done different projects to eat through time. But asking myself, what is this? Why is this? Sorrow, sadness, disappointment is part of life, sadly. But tomorrow is always better. Tomorrow is always better. It's a universal truth. But it's only better after you've gone into that black hole, that depth of despair, where you deal with what you don't want to deal with. Only then, when you lift your head up and your heart pumps a little stronger, do you see that everything is better. And when you spend a moment thinking about something that really bothers you, something that you're avoiding, something that you really don't want to, it really eats at you. That is what I want you to do. So that tomorrow, when you wake up, you realize that your life, your feelings, the bar that is set for the level of happiness of your experience has been pushed up. The width of all the things you experience has gotten wider. The intensity of love, happiness, ecstasy has got more intense. These are all the rewards of the day after realizing that things will be better. My point is that for every down, there's a massive up. But recognize that you're down. Don't distract. Don't put it away. I don't call it a blessing, but I just call it part of being human. A very, very painful part. So, during this recording, it's the summer. It's July of 2021 in most of the planet, except for Australia. They have winter, but for the rest of the planet, it's pretty much summer. Do yourself a favor and spend some time with you. Take out that thought. Take out that memory. Spend time with you, because that's what that thought and memory is. It may include someone else who's done something to you, said something to you, but it's you who needs to be healed. It's you who needs to be taken care of. It is you who's been compromised. And by you spending time with you and not letting this thing eat you, tomorrow you realize it's a better day. Go forth and spread beauty and light. You are beauty. You are the light. And you can only be that when you're you. And to be you, you have to go through these things. And literally, when I say go through, you have to, when you go through something, you have to physically be present and like walk through a wall or walk through fire, right? You have to go through. So therefore in life, to find that door, you have to go through these challenges. You have to go through these emotions that hurt so much, that are so deep. You have to go through it so that you can find and see and experience the life you were meant to have. But if you don't, if you deny yourself that, if you bury that, if you just resist that, you never will grow. Life will be this continuous thing, and that's not the life you deserve. It's actually going through what you're going to go through, going through what that hurts the most, is where on the other side you find you. You find love. You find the ability to give other people love as well. For all you out there that are hurting, or will hurt, or afraid of thinking and remembering things, or in the future, if you do get hurt, remember that I love you. You have all my love. You're never alone. You're never, ever alone. You're always loved 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Life is hard. But on the flip side, after you make it through the hardness, then there's the joy. Nirvana. And isn't that beautiful? And so are you. I am Thomas Anglero. I'm always going to be by your side. I'll always be in your ears. And I hope my words will always be in your heart. Take care of yourself, okay? I'll catch up to you on the next time. Take care. Thank you for listening to that episode. If you want to contact me, you can contact me on my website at anglero.com, and you can also subscribe to the newsletter. Or you can find me anywhere on social media with Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you so much, and I hope to hear from you very soon.